you guys. We are here to talk about it, guys. So if you don't know, let me introduce myself, girl. So guys, my name is Margina Jose, for those who do not know, aka MJ. You guys can follow me at Margina Jose on all my social medias, Instagram, YouTube, and etc. And as a disclaimer, my nails look a little ghetto because I haven't had time to go get it done. So we are midway, okay? Refill, okay? We're going to get all this together. So you will see some ghetto nails. So anyways, let's proceed. So you obviously clicked onto this video because you want to hear my review, my thoughts on the show of Thick House. Guys, Thick House was so good. For all those people who are new on my channel or who are just new in general, Thick House is actually a brand new show that has premiered on Facebook Watch, and it's actually sponsored by Shaderoom. So Thick House is exactly how you hear it when you hear the title. It's about thickness, honey. But not only is it about thickness, it's about representation and the modeling, and preferably the plus size modeling world. And their show is just about selecting plus size women who they're going to critique, challenge, and pretty much like grow their fan base, help them grow their fan base, and get them into this plus size modeling world. Some of them are experienced, some of them are not. So you will see them kind of going through these challenges, and they're going to kind of give it what they have, right? We're going to be able to see firsthand who has it, who has the look, who got the shape, who got all we want in this plus size community. So hey guys, before you subscribe and share this video, make sure you go buy your next merch at For the Culture For My People. Go ahead and get your trendiest merch right here at For the Culture For My People. Let's get into it. So as I said, Thick House is like a new show. Like initially when I saw Thick House, I kind of figured it was kind of like a pilot into something else. Maybe they're going to try to sell it off to a new network. But currently right now they're showing Thick House on the Facebook Watch channel, which I didn't even know they had Facebook Watch. I'm kind of like late on it, but I guess Facebook Watch has like Red Table Talk and all that stuff. But they're premiering on Facebook Watch, and I think it's on like Sundays and stuff like that. So I actually watched the first episode yesterday, y'all, and so I wrote down my notes. Yes, you guys, I had to write down some notes because I'm one of those type of people, like I can't remember everything, so I have to jot down initially what I thought when I first saw this episode. And so you are greeted with these 7 girls, all plus size, and they're kind of walking into this house where they're going to meet the judges who are going to critique them, give them some challenges. And the judges on this panel, which is really good, like I think personally that's what got me so excited about the show, was the panel. Because y'all, when I tell you this panel is so good, it's so good, okay? So the first person that stood out to me was Takora Jones. Like you cannot talk about plus size and not pay attention to you cannot talk about plus size community and not address Takora Jones, because she was the real dandada, okay? She was the queen bee. She is the curvy diva. She the bop 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 bop. She's the queen of this, okay? She's the queen bee of this plus size community. And when I saw her repost the Shaderoom, the little snippet of her being on it, I was like, Takora, anything you on, I'm gonna support it. So I had to jump on that, guys. So yes, so Takora Jones is one of the judges on the panel. Then we have EJ, which is who is a celebrity stylist. He has done so many people, so many celebrities, anybody you can think of, to Chris Brown, to the recent one, Megan Thee Stallion. We all know him through Meg. But yeah, so EJ is on it, and I love EJ because I think he's super sexy. One, like he's super sexy, and then 2, I think it's really good to have like a male perspective on this panel. And then lastly, we have Kelly, and I don't want to get her last name wrong, but she is one of the judges on the panel, and she is another celebrity stylist. She does, but she like, I think specializes in like plus size clothing, so that's even really dope because she has like a super long history of just like plus size clothing and just how the changes and the evolution of plus size clothes. So they have some people who are really strong hitters on this panel, and I like it. I think it's a good combination. You know, I feel like you want people who are knowledgeable about this field, and you want people who are going to give their personal experience at the same time, you know, help out those who are just walking into this field. So anyways, all 7 girls are walking into this house, and they're just kind of like greeting each other, typically how most, you know, reality shows walk in. You go in, you're saying hi, and they greet like Takora Jones on it. So like Takora, she's just looking fabulous, and they're greeting her. So their first challenge on the episode is that they're going to be doing like a catwalk. So they're being judged based off their catwalk, and they have to like pick a certain style, get on the runway, and then they're going to actually be taking a picture of, right? But when I was watching it as a viewer, I was a little confused on how they judged the girls, because I was under the impression that they judged the girls off of walking down the runway and their style that they chose. But then I heard differently. So pretty much they got judged off of what they wore, the runway, and the picture that they took at the end of the runway, which I guess that makes sense because at most catwalks at the end of the runway they do take a picture, right? But I didn't know that's what they were going to be judged off of, maybe just because I'm not knowledgeable in that area. So anyway, so we have the girls walking down the runway. So I kind of gathered a couple of like because I think I'm an observant person. I think I'm very like, you know, I could catch vibes pretty good and stuff like that. And I caught a little bit of their personalities. I mean, for the first episode, I mean, I do think it's still really early to determine who the hell they are. But for the first episode, this is kind of a little bit of what I've got. So we have like a couple of girls. We have Brianna. We have, I want to say Jaleesa. Is it Jaleesa? I think it's Jaleesa. We have Samantha. We have Asia. We have Amarchi. Girl, we're going to say Amachi. Honey, I butchered that. And we have Sunshine. So we have a couple of girls, and all of their personalities are like different. I feel like a few people stood out personally. Like instantly I saw certain people and I was like, yeah, they give me model vibes. Like they are it. I like that. I like her and her. So there was already a few models that I picked out personally that I liked, but they all had to do this challenge. And guys, it was so quick. Like I have to add this part in. Like I would be lying if I said that this wasn't like a really fast episode. Like it's 20 minutes and it feels like it's 10 minutes. Like it's so quick. Like I could tell like budget and all this stuff has to go into this production so it can get more, you know, funding, but it's really, really short. Like as soon as I saw one challenge, then they were being judged. It was like so fast. So I could only imagine how it was actually being filmed. But for the most part, I think most of the girls were okay. I wasn't like super impressed by anybody, to tell you the truth. Like there was no one that I was like, yeah, she gave me model vibes. I will say the person that they actually kicked off, which was Brianna, I was surprised they kicked her off because Brianna gave me like a Forever 21. She gave me she gave me like a Forever 21. She gave me like they said in the show Gap. Like she gave me like a really like cute face type of girl, like someone that you would see and you'd be like, oh my god, like she gives me that, like, you know. But I think with Brianna, why they kicked her off, they said that they didn't get any like lust factor for her. They said that she kind of was lacking a few styles. And you know, the whole purpose of the show is that you need to be able to sell a product. You need to be able to have the confidence. And I think what they got from Brianna was that she's a little amateur and she lacked confidence. But honestly, this was her first time ever doing this. So it kind of makes sense that she would be kind of lost in the sauce. But but honestly, I feel like she had like confidence walking down the runway. She looked really confident to me. Like she seemed a little reserved, but she seemed like, yeah, like I got this. Like that was the thing that got me. Like she gave me that vibe. I feel like her picture didn't really show off anything, but I still felt like she could have they should have kept her. You know what I'm saying? Just because they kind of initially knew like she was new. But anyways, I mean, she was cute. I like Rihanna, honestly, but they didn't keep her, y'all. They kicked her off, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, so this show had like a lot of different like I said, it was really the first show, so there wasn't like a super amount of like things that I saw that I was like, okay, this, that. I don't want to judge too soon. I don't really know the ins and outs of the show yet, but I will say that it's by far interesting. I think it's really fun. It does give me kind of like America's Top Model vibe. I think it's because the way the panel is set up and stuff like that. But again, just like with anything new, you know, you have to kind of grow into your, you know, you got to grow into your own style. So I think eventually as the seasons go on, hopefully this show gets seasoned, picked up for another season, and we can start seeing kind of like the growth and the differences in this show compared to other shows. But for now, it's really good. I like it. I think it's interesting. I think it's great for girls who are trying to be in the plus size modeling industry, girls who do influencer, who do ads for these companies. You might as well jump in and try to earn some real money, right? Or at least some exposure. So I think it's really good for that. Other than that, that was pretty good. But I was able to have the great opportunity to go on live with Asia. She was one of the models on the show, and me and her had a great small talk on Instagram Live, and she was awesome. I loved her. She had some cute, you know, bubbly personality. She gives me like baddie vibes, and I told her that. I was like, girl, you give me such baddie vibes. But she was awesome. So go ahead and check out that. I'm gonna add that clip to this video. And of course, if you are interested in hearing more of my commentary on different episodes and shows, please follow me at Margina Jose. Please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs button on this video, hit that bell button for the next video so you can be notified, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It was what it was. But this year I would love to be in New York working on something big. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just kept saying it. Like, anytime somebody would be like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, I want to be working. Like, I want to work on something big. And literally 2 weeks before my birthday, I got the email to do this job. Oh my God.
Were you nervous? How did you feel walking in there? Were like, did you feel like, okay, this is like, did you have like a game plan? Like, were you like super competitive, or you kind of like walked in there like kind of humble, like?
You know, honestly, I just walked in there with confidence. I feel like for so long, for so many years, I've been so hard on myself. I'm super hard on myself, and I've always beaten myself down. And this was the one moment I allowed myself to just be free. I'm like, when you go in here, have fun with this, but stay focused.
Right.
That was my main thing, to have fun with it, but stay focused, because I know that it's the shade room. You know, you're going to have the shade. You're going to have all the comments and all this.
Like, is it going to be drama? Like, because I was nervous when I saw this at the thing.
Me too.
You know, shade room has that representation sometimes where they're like,
me too.
It's a little messy on that side. But but I like how the first episode, even though, of course, any first episode of any season, it's usually just the introduction. So when I saw that, I liked the fact that you guys were all like getting along, and it was just, it didn't feel so tense sometimes. And I can't wait to see the next few episodes, because I know it's gonna get real. But
it does.
Episode, it was really nice just to see like, okay, cool, like unity. It's a little bit of just beauty.
To see women kind of coming together, and like, even though it was a competition, at some moments we forgot that it was a competition. It was really like, okay, girl, you need to do this, or I was helping girls with their walks, or